Good evening. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Please rise as the Madison Fire Department Honor Guard post the colors and Local 311 pipes and drums. Please join us in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Order. Out. Out. Now. Peace. Ready. Post. Prepare to post. Post. Ready, cover. Ready, face. Forward, arch. Ready, face. Forward, arch.
Please be seated.
promise to be thoughtful, honest, compassionate, and trustworthy when performing the duties of
a City of Madison firefighter.
As a City of Madison firefighter,
I will demonstrate a high level of personal integrity.
I promise to be courteous to my coworkers and respect them for who they are. I recognize and accept my role and responsibility in maintaining the outstanding reputation
Of this great organization.
I promise to support the Constitution and laws
of the United States and of the state of Wisconsin,
the Charter of the City of Madison,
And the rules and regulations of
the City of Madison Fire Department.
Think that's my cue. Not quite sure. Good afternoon, everyone. It is a pleasure to see you all here. I'm Chris Carbon, Fire Chief with the City of Madison Fire Department, and it is my honor to welcome all of you to the graduation ceremony for Recruit Class 62. This is undoubtedly one of my favorite days each year, and I will challenge each of you out there today, try to wipe the smile off your face before the end of this program. I would like to say thank you to everyone here, everybody online, our family, our friends, colleagues, community partners, city leadership. It is truly a family coming together for this celebration today. We join together as our newest members of the MFD prepare to graduate from the ranks of fire and EMS recruits and begin their adventures as probationary firefighter EMTs serving this great city. This organization, Madison Fire Department, is extraordinary, and I am so humbled to be a part of it. As we work our way through the upcoming ceremony, I would ask everyone to please step back and reflect on the significance of the dedication and the commitment of these 26 individuals, and of the significance of the oath that they will soon be taking. So Class 62, this graduation day, this will last you for a long, long time, and that's a good thing. As we prepare to honor and recognize the hard work of these recruits, I would like to pause to thank the rest of our colleagues who made this happen. As with so many things in the fire service, the collective contributions of the entire team are really what lead to success. We are no different. Our administrative team throughout the fire department are truly our unsung heroes. Denise, it's really dark back there, so I can't see who's here, but Denise, Heidi, Brent, Dawn, Andrea, Erica, Jessica, Aaron, Tony, there's you are, and Chris. It is so nice to see you here. Your contributions literally made this happen. We could not have done it, we would not have done it, and it would not have happened without you, so thank you. To our leadership team, I'm not sure really where to start or where to end, and I think folks want to keep us moving, so I'm going to keep it brief and just simply say thank you. Can't thank you enough. I would like to highlight a few additional personnel, and I will ask them to briefly stand. Division Chief of Fire Training, Ron Bloomer, and Division Chief of EMS Training, Dan Williams. Their leadership, guidance, and organization to let this academy flow forward is unmatched. Thank you. Likewise, Eric Shabilsky, I know you're here. Somebody want to point him out? Please stand if you would, or keep standing in the dark. Eric is our EMS training coordinator. Eric, thank you for your efforts to assure this class is well prepared. Very much appreciated. And the one person I have not yet mentioned, and this is the Recruit Academy Captain, Brad Olson. Captain Olson is truly the mastermind. He has worked tirelessly for months before, during, and he will continue to do so after, again, to assure the success of every one of these individuals and of this group collectively. So you will meet Captain Olson shortly, but please join me in a big round of gratitude to Captain Olson for his dedication and commitment. We, of course, have a full cadre of talented instructors, and they'll all be identified shortly. We're equally grateful for every ounce of effort that they've put in over the last number of weeks. Thank you to each of you. Again, this class would not happen without you.
Thank you, Chief Carbon. Being the coordinator for the Fire and EMS Recruit Academy takes a lot of time, work, effort, and dedication, and that doesn't even begin to start. I would like to introduce the Class 62 Recruit Academy Coordinator, Captain Bradley Olson.
Thank you, Training Officer Gasway. Thank you, Chief Carbon. And good evening to you all. I've had the honor and privilege to help prepare these recruits for their service for the City of Madison Fire Department. On January 6th, the recruits arrived as individuals from various paths of life, and today they leave as brothers and sisters in one family, the Madison Fire Department. The recruits attended Madison College for 14 weeks, where they obtained their EMT, Firefighter 1, Firefighter 2, and their hazmat awareness certifications. Upon completion, they attended our 8-week Madison Fire Department Recruit Academy. We instilled our mission, our core values, and our firefighting and EMS principles and practices. Becoming a firefighter is not an easy task, as the recruits, I think, will attest. Their families will certainly attest. And every person in uniform will attest. There is a clear physical aspect, but there's also a mental ownership to do whatever is needed at any time when called upon. The Fire and EMS Academy training officers spent more than 300 hours preparing these recruits to serve the City of Madison. We certainly could have used a couple more hours. I think they would attest to that as well. I'll take that as a no. We were with them every minute, knocking them down, but more importantly, lifting them back up to be successful, to be a strong firefighter. I had the honor of having a phenomenal instructor cadre. It was their mission to help them succeed as members of Class 62. I am honored to present the Madison Fire Department training staff. Division Chief Ron Bloomer, Lieutenant Jake Connor, Lieutenant Dave Guthrie, Lieutenant Jake Keene, Lieutenant Adam Phillipson, Lieutenant Jared Tennant, Lieutenant Eric Winker, Engineer Adam Perez, Firefighter Paramedic Jessica Bowden, Firefighter Paramedic Adam Thimmig, and Firefighter Cam Gassaway. You can go ahead. I would also like to thank Division Chief Dan Williams from EMS Training, EMS Coordinator Eric Shablisky, Engineer Brian Bagansky, Training Officer and Paramedic 2, Carol Ann Trilling, Firefighter Paramedic 2, Tamara Dinkle, Firefighter Paramedic 2, Amanda Engelhart, Training Officer Paramedic Julie Griesmeyer, Firefighter Paramedic Joe Perillo, Firefighter Paramedic Brandon Schultz, Firefighter Paramedic Heather Sieber, Firefighter Training Officer Shannon Smith, and Firefighter Jake Nelson. Without these instructors, we would not be able to provide the caliber of person that they will be able to be out in the field. So I applaud you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Captain Olson. City of Madison recognizes the importance of protective services and continues to commit to the resources needed to ensure the safety of the community. Leading the city in this commitment is our mayor, Mayor Satya Rose Conway.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you all so much for joining us today. I want to give a couple of special shout outs. I want to recognize Alder Sean O'Brien from District 16 is here. I didn't see any other Alders. Did I miss anybody? Thank you for joining us, Alder. And also, I noticed our police chief, John Patterson, was here for at least a minute. Yeah, yep, there he is. Thank you, Chief, for joining us. Appreciate you. You got to stick together, right, in the uniform? And we're gathered here today to celebrate the achievements of our newest graduates from the Fire Academy. Congratulations, all of you. It's a moment, I hope, of immense pride, not just for these folks, but also for the friends and family that are here to celebrate them and who I know have been supporting them every step of the way. So I like to start these with a huge appreciation for those of you whose relatives and loved ones are up on the stage, because they could not be sitting here without your support and help. So I would invite the class to please join me in a round of applause for the friends and family. So graduates, you are now part of an incredibly proud tradition of bravery, service, and dedication. Each of you brings a unique set of experiences and backgrounds, and I'm sure you've learned a bunch about each other over the course of training. And we really appreciate that you bring that diversity to our fire department, because we know that whether it's the fire department or the city as a whole or our entire community, our diversity is part of our strength, and our experiences and the differences in those is part of what makes us great. And I have to say, I'm pretty impressed with the backgrounds of folks in this class. And first of all, we've got people from all over the place, right? So Monona, McFarland, Green Bay, North Dakota, Illinois, and even Oregon, not Oregon, Oregon. We have construction managers, we have landscapers, we have painters, we have social workers, legal assistants, we've got a Marine, we've got an Army reservist, and we even have a Dane County deputy sheriff. It's all sorts of folks from communities and careers all over. And you have worked hard over the past weeks to become a unit, to lift each other up, to show your strength, your bravery, and I hope your compassion and your commitment. You'll see a little bit of this, I think, in a minute, but what these folks have done in their training is pretty remarkable. They climbed over 125 stories in the Oscar Mayer buildings in a week. Did you know it was 125? Were you counting? So that, and this is their smoke divers week, so they could be better prepared for navigating smoke-filled environments and being able to do their job regardless of what's going on. They did a swamp drill where they had to advance a charged hose line forward and backward in swampy conditions, testing their physical strength, their ability to work together, but also their tolerance for, shall we say, subpar conditions. And I've been told that they did a little bit of movement to some 1990s roller rink greatest hits, proving that they have pretty good taste in music too. In all seriousness, as you embark on this new chapter in your careers and your lives, I hope that you will remember the importance of collaboration. Not just with each other, but with the other folks in the fire department, across all of Team City, and across our community. Because our city thrives when we work together, when we support one another, and when we continue learning together. The innovation that our city has been able to achieve comes largely through partnerships. Whether that's consistent improvement in the fire department's response times, establishing ourselves as a leader in the region, or creating a new service like the CARES team, which is out of the fire department. That was possible because folks thought outside of the box and worked together, again, not just within fire, but across Team City and with the community as well. So I hope that you, as you join Team City, welcome, will continue to think outside of the box, will continue to innovate, work hard, certainly, and know that you're joining a team of hardworking, dedicated, and passionate staff that are ready to collaborate with you to solve problems, to keep Madisonians safe, and to serve our community with honor. I'm going to ask you, please, to remember to take care of yourselves. You're going to do a hard job, and it will demand a lot from you, both physically and mentally. And I want you to prioritize your health and your well-being so that you can stick with it for the long term. I'm also going to ask you, because we know that your families and friends have been taking care of you as you've been through the academy, I'm going to ask you to please remember to help take care of them, because your job can be and probably will be hard on your families at some point in time. So don't forget to make sure that you're giving them support just like they're giving you support. And take advantage of the resources that the fire department and the city has, both for you as members, but also for families. Because families, when these folks get sworn in and start the job, they're not just joining the fire department. They and you are all joining the fire family, and you're all joining the family of the city of Madison. And so we welcome all of you in and encourage you to take care of yourselves and each other. Let me end by saying congratulations to Class 62. Your hard work, your dedication, your passion have led you here, and I have absolutely no doubt that you will continue to make us proud. Welcome to the Madison Fire Department. Welcome to Team City. Thank you for your hard work, and thanks again to all the friends and family for joining us here tonight.
Thank you, Mayor Rhodes Conway. For those of you who don't know, the Police and Fire Commission oversees the hiring, promotion, discipline, and terminations of police and fire personnel in the city of Madison. I would now like to introduce Mary Schaaf, President of the Police and Fire Commission.
Good afternoon, good evening. I think it's kind of creeping into evening on us here. I wanted to speak to you today on behalf of the Police and Fire Commissioners, Kevin Gundlach, Veronica Figueroa Velez, Azur Fudge Hart, and Martha Fukelik Austin, who is with us here tonight as well. To the graduates, congratulations. Today marks the beginning of a journey few have the courage to take. You're stepping into a role defined not just by strength and training, but by compassion, resilience, and a willingness to face the worst moments in people's lives with open hands and steady hearts. I have confidence in that training team, that you receive the best possible training that's available for firefighters. We know that you're properly prepared to serve. We often think of firefighting in terms of the action, the roar of the engines, the crackle of the flames, the adrenaline of a rescue. But beneath that is something quieter and more enduring, the emotional labor and the human connection. You will arrive at scenes of unimaginable loss. You will look into the eyes of people who are experiencing the worst days of their lives. And in those moments, it won't just be your training that matters. It will be your humanity and your compassion. Compassion is a tool just like your axe or your hose. It's what allows you to kneel beside someone in grief, to speak gently to a frightened child, and to treat every person, every family member with dignity, regardless of their background, circumstance, or how chaotic a scene may be. Some time ago, I came across an obituary in the newspaper, and as I looked at the name, I thought, I think I recognize that name from the days when I was with the police department. So I read the obituary, and sure enough, I did. It was an individual, and this man had had numerous contacts with police, with fire, with detox, with the hospitals, and with the Dane County Jail. He was a frequent customer of us all. What struck me about this obituary, though, was the family's enduring love that they had for this man who struggled so mightily with his alcohol addiction. And it just brought to mind that people are so much more than what we see when we go for a call for service. So I invite you to move forward with an understanding that behind every frantic call is a person, a story, a history of pain or fear that might not be visible on the surface. It means knowing that shouting may be a mask for panic or pain, and silence may be a shield for overwhelming sorrow. It means you meet every person not with judgment, but with empathy. I would even go as far to say that you need to suspend that judgment of that person in order to extend your compassion to them. In the fire service, there's always talk of courage, and today, I would ask you to redefine that word. Let courage be the compassion you show under pressure. Let it be the kindness you offer when no one is watching. Let it be the way you care for your community, your crew, and yourself. Thank you so much for your willingness to serve. Your community needs you, not just because of your incredible technical skills, but because of who you are. Now go forward, be brave, be kind, and serve with honor and compassion. Thank you.
Thank you, President Schaaf. Local 311 is our IAFF chapter here at the City of Madison Fire Department. The union works with fire administration to ensure good wages, work environment, and benefits for its members. On top of that, the union strives to support its members and the families of its members during times of difficulty, grief, and loss. Finally, the union is very active in the community through charitable giving as well as volunteer work. Lieutenant Malin Mitchell is the president of Local 311. Please join me in welcoming him to the stage.
What's up? How we doing out there? That baby is not happy. Maybe we could cheer him up a little bit, though. Got the air on, too. That's good. It's a little hot in here earlier. I know the mayor's been cutting costs, but All right. Don't fire me, Mayor. Not yet. Only got 5 years left. My name is Malin Mitchell. I currently serve as president of Firefighters Local 311. And on behalf of our 570-plus members, that includes our affiliates that we represent with the cities that are contiguous to Madison. And on behalf of our vice president, Kevin Sherry, who couldn't make it tonight, but our secretary-treasurer, Pete Friedrichs, is here in the back. We welcome you. We welcome you to the greatest job in the world, in my opinion, and one of the greatest departments in the world. I got a chance to talk to the recruits. Normally I go there the first day. Chief Carbon always starts off, and then I'm allowed to come and speak to recruits shortly after Chief Carbon. But I wasn't able to do that this time because of my schedule. So I talked to him actually, I think it was last week or the week before. But I learned one great thing about this class. I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of great things to come, but they're really good at call and repeat. It reminds me of the days back when we were marching and rallying. So I'm gonna try to do that right now, just to kind of fire this crowd up a little bit, scare some of the kids. So I'm gonna say, are you fired up? And you're gonna say, ready to go. You got it?
Yes, sir.
See? Gives me a little tingle. So are you fired up?
Ready to go.
Are you fired up?
Ready to go.
Are you fired up?
Ready to go.
All right. Now we're ready to go. So, again, congratulations, welcome. This is like your 21st birthday, where it's a great time. You'll always remember it, but you only get it once, and you never get it back. So enjoy this moment. To the families, thank you all for enduring. I know the Academy, I did it 28 years ago. The Academy's tough. It takes a lot of time and energy, and it's also a strain on you. So I thank you to families, and I'd like to give a round of applause to families as well. I want to thank our training staff and all the lieutenants, firefighters, paramedics, AEs that were out there and under the leadership of Captain Brad Olson. Thank you, Brad, for stepping up and doing that. So it all, I thought I was going to help. I made it worse. But congrats on making expectations. And I say that because you all expected to graduate Academy, right? Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you did. And they rolled out the red carpet for you. We have it in this beautiful facility, Madison, right in the heart of downtown at Monona Terrace. You get like strawberry water and cucumber water, which is great. When I graduated 27 and a half years ago, we did it at Station 8 in the Bay, which is the garage, for all you that don't know. We had to sweep up and mop up the oil spots and everything, but I'm not bitter. It was a good time. You know, as firefighters, we always say we take care of each other. And we are a family. We are your extended family. This is your family. Those folks in the back are your extended family, and a chief sitting here in the front. We use words like EGH, which means everyone go home so that we're safe, and we take care of each other so that everyone goes home. We use words like you go, we go, meaning that we're not going to let you down. If you go down, we all go down. And that's the commitment we take. That's the oath that you took that we saw earlier. We serve together. We serve as a team in the field, as well as our administration and Team City. Speaking of taking care of each other, I have a little story. Just a few months ago, some of us were at a local, when I say some of us firefighters were at a local establishment. It was a bar. Where one of our members, will keep his name out of it for now. It rhymes with Casey Primusburger. Where's Casey at? Said I could. But we lost track of time. And he was supposed to be home 2 hours before we even looked at the time. So he was worried. Well, he was so worried he went to the bathroom. And when he came back, he threw up all over himself. It's not a bad story. Now he's really worried and stressing, like, oh my God, my wife is gonna kill me. I missed my son's soccer game possibly. Now I got throw up all over me. So we came up with a plan. because we all take care of each other. You go, we go. So we came up with a plan. We said, we got a plan for you, Casey. When you get home, tell your wife, Amanda, you were heading home, but you had to help someone who was really, really inebriated and drunk. And because you're a firefighter, you have to help them. And of course, they threw up on you. He goes, she's not going to believe that. We said, well, here, put $20 in your front pocket. And when she says she doesn't believe you, tell her to check your front pocket. And the guy who helped gave you $20 because he felt so sorry for you. So he said, all right, I'll give it a try. So he Ubered home. And just like clockwork, Amanda was there at the front door saying, what the hell is going on? And she was angry. He said, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking I'm drunk and I drank too much. But I was helping someone out the door and they threw up on my shirt. He says, if you don't believe me, check my pocket. There's $20 in there from him because he felt so sorry. So she checks his pocket. She goes in his pocket, there's $20, but then there's another 20 in there. She goes, it's not 20, there's $40 in there. She pulled out a 40 and said, there's not just 20, there's $40 in there, Casey. And Casey said, oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, he pooped in my pants too. The baby the baby's gone. All right, let's get serious. Again. I did not, just for the city TV, that did not really happen. Again, congrats on all your hard work, on your dedication to the city, this community, and your fellow brothers and sisters of the MFD in this city. Many ask at times what this job is all about. You know, as a firefighter, you get asked that question a lot. Like, what's it like being a firefighter? Like, what's it about? People always want to have, like, daring stories. They watch Chicago Fire or Backdraft or Ladder 49, and they think it's like that. Well, that's Hollywood. But what this job is really about, and I think the mayor alluded to it, it's about people. And it's about the people that we serve with. It's about the people in the community that we go out and help every day in, day out, 365, 24/7. And it's about your family back at home so you go home safe and take care of your family. But make no mistake, this job is serious. We respond to those on the worst days of their lives. And when they're at their worst, we have to be at our best. Now you actually start doing things. You start doing things that we see all those folks in the blue and blue on the wall, what they do. We will have a direct impact on the community and those we serve. In my opinion, your career begins today. Because at the station, there is no red carpet laid out for you. It's just hard work. And if there is red carpet, you should be vacuuming it. But just hard work in the stations. Your career, your task is totally up to you. One piece of advice I can give you that I got from my first lieutenant was he's a little bit angry. He didn't like administration at the time. He didn't like the union at the time. But you know what he did like? Is this job. And he kept that in focus. So I ask you to always keep that in focus. The union's not always going to be perfect. You're not always going to like what admin does. You're not always going to like what the city does. But at the end of the day, you get this job to be a firefighter, to help people. Never lose sight of that. And always remember you have the best job in the world. Remember that pride and ownership you feel right now and keep that for 20, 25, 30 plus years. And welcome to the team. Welcome to the first day of the rest of your lives, in my opinion, in the fire service. And I'll leave you with another bit of advice. My lieutenant told me on my first day too, and I'm going to paraphrase this because it has a little bit different saying, but I think most of you that have heard it before. He said, you can build 1,000 houses and never be called a carpenter. But you screw up one time, you're forever called a screw up. But we're all going to screw up, what I've learned in my career. But it's what you do with that. It's how you take that passion, that zeal, and learn from it. So in closing, a wise man once said that failure is the condiment that gives success its flavor. A training captain that I know from FD&Y always tells us recruits this towards the end of the day, towards the end of their shift, towards the end of their academy. And I quote, one day you'll be old, you'll be frail, and you'll be slow. And someone will ask you, what did you do in your day? What did you do in your prime? When you were young, when you were strong, and when you were fast? And you will tell them you were a firefighter. And when the day is done and the page is turned, that will be enough. So I implore you to have your fellow firefighters back, and they will have yours. Enjoy every minute, every position of this great job and this great opportunity that's in front of you. It goes fast. But there's nothing better than being part of something that's bigger than yourself. So never let the pressure outweigh the pleasure. Be strong, be safe, be you, and enjoy. Always remember, this city, our administration, and Firefighters Local 311 always has your back. Thank you.
Thank you, President Mitchell. Always entertaining. I would now like to introduce the leader of this organization, the one that keeps this big boat afloat. He leads our boat not as a captain, but as a true admiral, with passion, dedication, and pride. It is my true honor to introduce to you Fire Chief Chris Carbon.
One of these years, I'm not going to go after President Mitchell. You know, we always reach this stage of the program, and for me, at this point, I think we could probably start handing out badges and get on with it, and that's probably what you would all like to do. But you've heard what this fire department's all about, and you've heard from so many people that interact with us in so many different ways and so many parts of who we are. And what you're hearing is truly what we're all about. I've got a little bit more to add here, and we've got a lot of fun coming up as we progress through the rest of this program. But again, I appreciate all the time that we've had so far, and President Mitchell, thank you for your remarks. So throughout the course of the hiring process, when we have a recruit class that begins, I have an opportunity to meet with them multiple times, and we've done that on a couple of different occasions. Yesterday, much like President Mitchell, that was one of those occasions for me, to spend a few hours with this group. They're all in a great mood because they're looking forward to today, and we're all looking forward. But we talked about a lot of different things. And I don't have a whole lot more to say to them, but I do think it's an opportunity here for me to reemphasize perhaps some of the points that we touched on, and they will certainly know where I'm coming from. So for Recruit Class 62, what are the things you can control? Your attitude, your effort, your perspective, but your enjoyment. Remember, in this job, we're celebrated for our efforts, not for our achievements. This profession is absolutely amazing. This department is phenomenal, and I think you've heard that. So enjoy it. Enjoy every aspect of it. As you just heard, it's going to go by quickly. So stop and enjoy it all along the way. What you can provide service, selflessness, and that sworn oath to provide that service that you're all going to do shortly. Give of yourself. Share yourself. Use your talents, use your experiences, use your backgrounds, use your personalities. Share these with each other and share them with our great community. Give more than you take. Make the place better than when you found it. Make us better. You're all driven by a desire to serve. That's why you're here today. That's why you've made it thus far. That's why you were successful in this academy. Just simply let that lead you. How can you do it? Consistency, hard work, dedication, attention to detail. Remind yourself what it is that brought you here. And then just do it over and over again. Be kind. Listen to each other. Take care of each other. Take care of our community. Watch those around you. If you remember one thing, watch those around you. What sets us apart, and I truly believe this, what sets us apart from so many other agencies, organizations, and fire service, it's the people. You've heard that multiple times because it's true. The people of this organization are phenomenal. I can look all around our department, and I see so many shining examples of what it means to be a firefighter and what it means to serve the city. You've got great examples out there in the stations to follow. But don't just live up to that reputation. Remember, you're here, as I said, to make us better. Focus on the details. Get those little things right so you can get the big things right. Please ask yourself in a year, ask yourself in 5 years, ask yourself in 10 years, what kind of firefighter are you going to be today? Are you going to be the firefighter that you would want to walk into your home and help you? Can your crew count on you? Can they depend on you? Prioritize this community. I've said this department's extraordinary, and it's true. This community is extraordinary as well, and it's our privilege to serve. Connect with the community. Be impactful, not just transactional. How do we make folks feel when we interact with them? Every interaction, every call. Every single opportunity to connect and engage with the members of our community in between calls. That's what builds the personal connections. It's what builds the trust. It's what builds the relationships. And that allows us to be trusted and successful when we are called to service. So relish every opportunity you have for this engagement. I guarantee you're going to be rewarded in ways that you would never expect. Finally, while I welcome you to the MFD, I'm going to challenge you. I'm going to challenge you to live up to this great reputation that's been forged by so many that have come before you. Please continue to set that bar. Set it for those who will come after you. One of the most unique aspects of the fire service anywhere is that we show up, period. No matter how large the request, no matter how small the request, no matter what circumstances surround the request, the fire department simply shows up every single time. No questions asked, zero doubt, all service. We are the final safety net for the community. That is a huge responsibility, but it's an even bigger privilege. So embrace this, own this, live up to it. You're ready. You are ready, and we're counting on you. They're counting on you. So every day I'm going to ask myself, how can I be better for each one of you? I'm going to ask you to ask each of yourselves how you can be better for each other. And for all of us collectively, how can we each be better for this community and this great organization? Ask this to yourselves day after day after day. And then lastly, to the families and the friends who are here to help celebrate. Much as President Mitchell shared with you, I'm going to do the same thing, and I say this every single year. I do it because it's important to me, but I think it's important for you to hear. This is a big leap for these folks. It's exciting. I imagine it's a little bit scary for some of you out there watching this and wondering what's coming. And there's certainly a bunch of unknowns. But I really want you to know they are in good hands. They're going to be well cared for. Our leadership team genuinely cares about each and every member of this organization, and that is exactly who they are. We're invested in their success, but we're invested in their well-being. As you've heard, Local 311, they truly care about your recruits up here, and they are invested in their success, and they're invested in their well-being. And we're incredibly lucky because the leadership throughout this city is invested in their success and is invested in their well-being. They're in a great place, and they're going to do extremely well. So Class 62, I look forward to watching you navigate your careers. Congratulations and welcome to the family.
Thank you, Chief Carbon. A picture is worth 1,000 words. Please sit back and enjoy a glimpse into Academy life. We will now have the recruits exit the stage, and we want to thank engineer Dan Smith for the video and capturing Class 62's journey. fire here. We're stretching an apartment line to the address. We'll be going into fire tech. them in the skyline. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Take it to the top, competition getting crushed like. Get your hands high like. Put them in the skyline. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Take it to the top, competition getting crushed like. Hey yo, it's cinematic like a movie and it just don't change. I make you see the picture clearly like a baseball game. Know you heard of me, burn the track like a third degree. The plot is getting thick like DR trips after the surgery. That's word to me. Raise the highest bar to hyperboles. Mentally a genius and I'm fiendish, kinda sturdy. Beat the feet they all weigh. They saying they ain't worthy. The beat I just ate like Kobe's old jersey. Hey yo, it's one for the money and two for the show. See, I'm focused, y'all never let me go. Hey, you knows this, we never gon' stop. And you don't want no more, you. Hey yo, it's one for the money and two for the show. See, I'm focused, don't never let me go. Hey, you knows this, we never gon' stop. And you don't want no more, you don't want no more. Hey yo, I'm a monster, they be knowing my steeds. My money come in bundles like when chicks be buying they weaves. And if I'm battle you, then I'ma do that with ease. Like vacations upon the beach, by default, that's a breeze. I'm saying, slave with land, they got it. Flower in the pocket, they shoot like a rocket. I'm saying, nice with the metaphors and the similes. Sparks be the best up on the microphone, the end and beat. Hey, yo, it's one for the money and two for the show. See, I'm focused, they never let me go. Hey, you know this, we never gon' stop. And you don't want no more, you. Hey, yo, it's one for the money and two for the show. See, I'm focused, they never let me go. Hey, you know this, we never gon' stop. And you don't want no more, you don't want no more, true.
I put it in my pocket.
I also put it in my pocket.
I recognize and accept my role and responsibility.
Maintaining the outstanding reputation. The charter of this.
In maintaining the outstanding reputation.
I messed up. That's why we practice.
Sorry.
And the
And
rule.
you did it way too soon.
You're blowing it. And scene. Okay.
As the recruits are coming back up on stage, again, this just gives you a little glimpse of what they've been doing over the last 8 weeks with us. I think you'll all agree that they all had smiles on their face every time, at least for those pictures. But again, we had a great videographer and photographer to help put this together, and I'd like to thank engineer Dan Smith for putting this all together. And the Oscar Mayer song will probably never go away from their minds, nor when they drive by that building. We spent a lot of time at Oscar Mayer. We can always go back anytime you wish. We have the keys, so props are still set up if you wish. So, the Ron Schmelzer Award. This is given in fond memory of Division Chief Ron Schmelzer. Chief Schmelzer was with the Madison Fire Department for 27 years, from 1966 till 1993. And I had the distinct honor of working with Chief Schmelzer and learning so much from Chief Schmelzer. He is one of those members of this department that when he speaks, you listen. And you take everything that he says and you study it even more to become better. This award is voted by the members of Class 62. And it's given to a recruit that shows integrity, honesty, honor, passion, pride, and continuously puts Class 62 members first. I am proud to announce that the Class 62 Ron Schmelzer Award recipient is Robert Blackwood.
I'd like to just start off by thanking everyone for coming out tonight in support of Class 62's graduation ceremony. What initially appeared to be a long 22-week academy has seemed to have gone by way too fast. All the experiences that we've endured together and the friendships that we've all made, I'm sure will last a lifetime. This academy has been full of highs and lows, both on the emotional as well as the physical side. But what we've learned and the experiences that we've had are sure to put us on a successful career path as we start down this new journey as Madison firefighters. I'm honored and grateful to be the recipient of the Ron Schmelzer Award. And with that, I'd like to thank my fellow classmates, Class 62. And I'd also like to thank all the training instructors for giving us the knowledge and the tools that we need to be successful as we move forward in our career. Thank you.
Congratulations, Recruit Blackwood. No class would be complete without recognizing class valedictorian. I am honored to recognize the class 62 valedictorian, Recruit Adam Newville.
I'll second what Robbie said. Thanks everybody for coming out tonight. I'd like to thank the training staff for making this academy possible. The knowledge shared and lessons taught will be invaluable to each of us as we begin our careers as Madison firefighters. I'd also like to thank the families that supported each of us throughout the academy. I'll speak for Class 82. Being on this stage is a bittersweet moment. We're all excited to find out our station assignments and start doing for real what we've been drilling on throughout the entire academy. We're excited for our careers to start, but we're also going to miss the memories we've made over the last 22 weeks. Running stairs at the Oscar Mayer building, advancing 2.5-inch hose line on our bellies in the wet field behind Station 14 in a drill called the Swamp, forming friendships over our lunch hour, and being on the receiving end of Training Officer Gasway's motivational speeches. To Class 62, 22 weeks ago we met as total strangers. Now we're brothers and sisters. To the Madison Fire Department, I have no doubt that the instruction we received was second to none. We're ready for the challenge, we're ready to use everything we've learned, and we're ready to go to work. Thank you.
Congratulations, Recruit Newville. It is a time-honored tradition in the fire service to be pinned with your badge by someone that supported these recruits on their journeys. I would like to invite all people that have been asked to assist with the pinning to come over to my right over here by T.O. Bowden and T.O. Gasaway. As these recruits are being pinned, if any family members or friends would like to get their pictures taken up here, they're welcome to come right up to the front. Class 62's assignment pre-academy was to write an excerpt on why they wanted to join the Madison Fire Department. Training Officer Thimig and myself will read some portions of those as we are introducing these recruits. First up is Christopher Battaglia. He will be pinned by his mother, Linda Stedel. Christopher was drawn to the fire service by its fast-paced, exciting, and physically challenging attributes. He looks forward to saving lives and protecting the community. Firefighter Battaglia will be serving at Fire Station 14 on the B shift.
Robert Blackwood. Recruit Blackwood will be pinned by his wife Katie along with son TJ. Robert moved here from North Dakota and is excited to work with all the great people in the Madison Fire Department. Having family members already on the MFD, seeing their love and passion for the job, he wanted to be a part of this department. Mr. Blackwood is going to 3 on the C shift.
Next up, we've got Sullivan Beekner. He is going to be pinned by his father, MFD Division Chief Jerry Beekner, and his mother, Meredy Beekner. Sullivan was drawn to the fire service since high school. Sullivan is honored to be the next Beekner on the Madison Fire Department, a tradition that was started in 1946. Recruit Beekner will be going to Fire Station number 2 on the C shift.
That's great.
Philip Burton will be pinned by his daughter Peyton and accompanied by his wife Cassandra and son Walker. Philip was introduced to firefighting by watching his father and grandfather. Phil fell in love with Madison while attending Madison College. Philip Burton will be serving the city at Station 5 on the C shift.
Next up is recruit Jesse Drake. Recruit Drake will be pinned by his mother, Susan Gittleman. As a native Madisonian, Jesse looks forward to giving back to the community that he grew up with. Recruit Drake will be going to Fire Station number 14 on the A shift.
Gavin Ezell. Gavin Ezell will be pinned by his father, retired Madison firefighter paramedic Jeff Ezell. Gavin embraces this profession that is dynamic, allows for continuous learning, and will get an opportunity to help people every day. Gavin will be serving the city at Station 3 on the A shift.
Next up is recruit Matthew Flunker. Recruit Flunker will be pinned by his wife Rachel and son Lincoln. Matthew is honored to be involved in the Madison community and not simply working in it. And recruit Flunker will be serving the city at Fire Station number 10 on the C shift.
Marshall Goodrich. Marshall will be pinned by his father, Gregory, and mother, Lisa Goodrich. Marshall always wanted a job that helps people and believes there is no other way more direct than working for the fire department. Marshall will be assigned to Station 7 on the B shift.
Next up is recruit Brian Guzman. Recruit Guzman will be pinned by his fiancee Ella Mueller and accompanied by his mother Claudia and his father Hernan Guzman. Recruit Guzman was brought interested in the Madison Fire Department due to its core values of integrity, respect, and compassion. Recruit Guzman will be serving the city at city's fire station number 4 on the B shift.
Xander Hartung. Xander will be pinned by his wife Maggie and son Wesley. Xander gets to fulfill his passion for community health, the opportunity to work in a team environment, and looks forward to working for the Madison Fire Department. Xander will serve the city at Station 4 on the C shift.
Next up is recruit Diego Herrera. Recruit Herrera will be pinned by his mother, Martha Hernandez. Diego believes that the fire service can provide the most positive impact on the people they serve. He was drawn to the Madison Fire Department by the amount of time they spend in the community. Firefighter Herrera will serve at Station 9 on the B shift.
Lucas Killian. Lucas will be pinned by his wife Shaylin and daughter Aurora. After growing up in this town, Lucas is ready to give back to this community that has given so much to him. Lucas will be serving from Station 12 on the A shift.
Next up is recruit Lucas Maluski. Recruit Maluski will be pinned by his wife Kristen and his children Trey, Brielle, and Callan. After joining his hometown fire department, Lucas went to Madison College and learned from many City of Madison firefighters and wanted to be part of where their knowledge, professionalism, and dedication came from. Recruit Maluski will be serving at Fire Station number 1 on the B shift.
Carly Moans. Carly will be pinned by her mother, Jenny. The City of Madison has always created a special feeling for Carly growing up. She's found a real purpose to work and thrive in order to serve the community. Carly will be serving from Station 6 on the A shift.
Next up is recruit Celia Mueller. Recruit Mueller will be pinned by her partner, Dr. Rachel Ulzer, and accompanied by her parents, Jim and Tracy Mueller. Celia aspired to be on the front lines of helping people and was inspired by Division Chief Lisa Becker on becoming a Madison firefighter. Recruit Mueller will be serving the city at Fire Station number 5 on the B shift.
Adam Newville. Adam will be pinned by his wife, Caitlin, and son, Mac. Adam looks forward to all the challenges that come with being a firefighter and the chance to provide service to this community. Adam will be serving from Station 10 on the A shift.
Next up is recruit Tyler Olszewski. Recruit Olszewski will be pinned by his wife, Kristen, and daughter, Hassie. As a former service veteran, Tyler missed working as a member on a team to accomplish a greater goal. He now has the opportunity to do that each day as a Madison firefighter. Recruit Olszewski will be serving the city at Fire Station number 7 on the A shift.
Kean Primusberger. Kean will be pinned by his father, current MFD Lieutenant Casey Primusberger. Kean looks forward to working in a team atmosphere where you can make an impact in the lives of others. Kean will be serving from Station 7 on the C shift.
Next up is recruit Brennan Price. Recruit Price will be pinned by his father, retired MFD Assistant Chief Art Price. Brennan is a lifelong Madisonian and wants to give back to the community that he grew up in. Recruit Price will be serving the city at Fire Station number 8 on the A shift.
Aiden Piper. Aiden will be pinned by his mother, Betsy. Recruit Piper joined the fire service to have the opportunity to help others and chose Madison because it feels like home. Aiden will be serving the city from Station 5 on the A shift.
Next up is recruit Dylan Rickaby. Recruit Rickaby will be pinned by his wife, Caitlin Becker, and his mother, Jamie Pelot. After a career with the Marines, Dylan wanted to stay in the service field. He was drawn to the Madison Fire Department for their high standards. Recruit Rickaby will be serving the city at Fire Station Number 1 on the A shift.
Kevin Riley. Kevin will be pinned by his son, Aiden, and accompanied by his partner, Haley. Helping people has always been incredibly important to Kevin. He couldn't be more excited to get in the field and start embedding himself in the city of Madison. Kevin will be serving from Station 8 on the C shift.
Next up is recruit Madeline Schulist. Recruit Schulist will be pinned by her fiance, Ben Kitsky. Recruit Schulist joined the fire service right out of high school after a ride-along in her hometown's fire department and knew she wanted this to be her career path. Recruit Schulist will be serving the city at Fire Station Number 3 on the B shift.
Vincent Stearman. Vincent will be pinned by his girlfriend, Callie Ann. After moving to Madison at the age of 7, Vincent is honored to give back to the community he has grown to love. Vincent will be serving from Station 2 on the A shift.
Next up is recruit Kenneth Vasquez Jr. Recruit Vasquez will be pinned by his girlfriend, Ashlyn Gibbs, and mother, Raina Vasquez. Born in Chicago, Kenneth later moved to Sauk City and wanted to continue to serve the community by becoming a firefighter. Recruit Vasquez will be serving this city at Fire Station Number 12 on the C shift.
William Wallace. William will be pinned by his wife, Riley. William aspired to be a part of the Madison Fire Department because of the reputation it has for training and community engagement. William will be serving from Station 8 on the B shift. We're going to invite President Mary Schaaf back up to address the recruits and swear them in as probationary firefighters.
Would you stand, please? And raise your right hand. I state your name.
I,
promise to be thoughtful, honest,
promise to be thoughtful, honest,
compassionate and trustworthy when performing the duties of a City of Madison firefighter. As a City of Madison firefighter, I will demonstrate a high level of personal integrity. I promise to be courteous to my coworkers. And respect them for who they are. I recognize and accept my role and responsibility. In maintaining the outstanding reputation. Of this great organization. I promise to support the Constitution and laws. Of the United States and the state of Wisconsin. The Charter of the City of Madison. And the rules and regulations of the City of Madison Fire Department. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Now, Class 62 has a gift they would like to present to the training staff.
The excellence of Class 62 is a direct result of these individuals here, who invested not only their own experiences, time, so much time, y'all, and a lot of sweat and tears, and we commit our future careers to proving that your investment was in the right folks, in the right people to serve this community, and we thank you all so much, and we present this as a small token of our appreciation, and we thank you so much, and we cannot wait to see what our futures hold.
Thank you, Class 62, for the gift. So, Class 62, you have one last assignment. Can you please come up here and grab the blue hose? The training staff will be grabbing the red hose. The red hose represents the red recruit t-shirt that they wear during the academy under the supervision of the training staff. The blue hose represents the color of the uniform they'll be wearing as commissioned firefighters. Uncoupling these hoses represents the release of the recruits from the training academy. Congratulations, Class 62, you are officially released to the field. Prior to anyone leaving the stage, we are going to grab a class picture of Class 62, followed by a picture with Class 62 with the training staff. Feel free to come up here and get a picture too. Thank you for everyone for coming out today. Please join us for cake and refreshments across the hall. This concludes the commencement ceremony for Class 62.